Ever thought about the strange habits of the ancient Egyptians? No, not just for pyramids and hieroglyphs, their civilization was a hotbed of peculiar practices. From animal worship to some truly astonishing burial rituals, we've got everything covered. And believe us, the real shockers are at the end. So fasten your seatbelts, history buffs. Dive right into the top 10 bizarre things the ancient Egyptians did. Starting at number 10, did you know both men and women in ancient Egypt wore makeup? Indeed, cosmetics weren't a gendered affair. Everyone, regardless of their status, adorned themselves with makeup. It was more than vanity. It was a symbol of status, a shield from the harsh sun, and a way to honor their deities. They used minerals like malachite and galena to create striking green eyeshadows and black eyeliners. Yes, even the men were not shy of a little eyeliner. Coming in at number 9, pyramid builders were paid in beer. Yes, you heard that right. The ancient Egyptians valued their beer so much that it became more than just a beverage. It was a vital part of their diet and even served as a form of currency. Workers who toiled day in, day out building the monumental pyramids were often compensated with jars of beer for their hard work. So, the old adage, work hard, drink hard, might just have originated from Egypt. Work hard, drink hard, that was the Egyptian way. At number 8, we have the sweet practice of using honey as a home remedy. Now, you might be thinking of a spoonful of honey to soothe a sore throat, but the ancient Egyptians took honey therapy to a whole new level. This golden nectar was a cornerstone of their medicine, used for a myriad of health issues. For example, honey was often applied to wounds as an antiseptic. Its natural antibacterial properties worked wonders in preventing infections. But that's not all. The Egyptians also used honey to treat eye diseases. Yes, you heard that right. They would mix honey with other ingredients to create a salve that was applied directly to the eyes. And if you thought the medicinal uses of honey stopped there, think again. It was also used as a cough suppressant, a skin moisturizer, and even as a treatment for burns. Who knew the sweet delight could double up as a medicine cabinet? Number 7 on our list might just make you cringe. Ancient Egyptian bread could ruin your teeth. The Egyptians ground their grain with stones, but this process often left tiny sand particles in the dough. Over time, these abrasive particles wore down their teeth, leading to severe dental issues. Imagine biting down on a crusty loaf only to find your tooth chipped on a piece of embedded sand. So next time you complain about a grain in your food, remember the ancient Egyptians. Coming in at number 6, the Egyptians revered cats like gods. Imbued with a sacred aura, cats were seen as incarnations of the goddess Bastet, the deity of home, fertility, and childbirth. They were cherished, pampered, and even mummified, just like humans. Killing a cat, even accidentally, was considered a grave sin, and could even carry the death penalty. The bond between the Egyptians and cats was so profound that it transcended the realms of the mortal world. So next time your cat acts like a deity, remember they have ancient credentials. Halfway through at number 5, we have the peculiar practice of mummifying animals. The ancient Egyptians didn't just limit their mummification practices to humans. Oh no. Animals were also part of the bizarre ritual. From cats, which were considered sacred, to crocodiles, ibises, and even hawks, a wide array of creatures received this post-mortem honor. But why, you might ask? Well, these mummified animals served several purposes. Some were seen as physical representations of specific gods. Others were offered as religious tributes, while some were believed to serve as companions for the deceased in the afterlife. The mummification process for animals was similar to that of humans. It involved a careful process of drying the body, removing the organs, and wrapping the remains in linen strips. The Egyptians believed that mummifying these animals would please the gods and bring them good fortune. It wasn't just humans who got the royal treatment after death. At number 4, we have the pharaohs and their fake beards. Now you might think facial hair was simply a style choice, but it bore symbolic significance in ancient Egypt. Pharaohs, both male and female, wore false beards or postaches as a symbol of their divine connection to the gods, who were often depicted with beards. These metal beards were straight and narrow, tied around the ears, and known to denote sovereignty and divinity. It seems even the most powerful men weren't above a little fashion deception. Coming in at number 3, the ancient Egyptians played a board game that symbolized the afterlife. This game, called Senet, was no ordinary pastime. It was a metaphorical journey, a symbolic representation of the soul's travel through the afterlife. With each roll of the dice, players navigated the highs and lows, the challenges and triumphs, akin to the journey of the soul after death. Now imagine a casual game night with friends turning into a spiritual voyage. Who knew board games could have such deep meanings? Almost at the top, at number 2, the dung beetle was considered sacred. Now you might be thinking, a beetle? Really? But let's delve into this. The ancient Egyptians revered the scarab beetle, seeing its dung-rolling behavior as a metaphor for the cycle of the sun. They believed this humble insect was the earthly symbol of Khepri, the early morning manifestation of the sun god Ra. This connection turned an everyday insect into a powerful divine emblem. From dung to divine, quite the promotion. And finally, at number 1, the most bizarre practice of all, the pharaoh's servants were buried alive with him. This practice wasn't a mere ritual but a reflection of the profound belief that life continued in the afterlife, a belief so strong that it often took a chilling turn. The pharaoh, the supreme ruler of ancient Egypt, was considered a god on earth, and in death he was expected to continue his divine duties. To ensure his comfort in the afterlife, his loyal servants, sometimes as many as several dozen, were chosen to join him. But this wasn't an act of sacrifice by choice. These men and women were buried alive, entombed with their pharaoh to serve him in the next life. This was a practice rooted in deep reverence for the pharaoh, a testament to the power he wielded, both in life and in death. A stark reminder that power often exacts a heavy price. As they say, it's lonely at the top. And there you have it, the top 10 bizarre practices of the ancient Egyptians. From makeup to mummified animals, beer-drinking builders to buried servants, this countdown has given us a glimpse into their fascinating, complex culture. Remember, what seems bizarre to us was just a part of life for the ancient Egyptians. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of the past.